ሰላም እንዴት ናችሁ? በዛሬው ፕሮግራማችን ደግሞ ከአዲስ አበባ ዩኒቨርሲቲ ግሎባል ትሬንድስ በፓርት 2 ባለፈው የጀመርነውን የሚድ ኤግዛም እንጨርሳለን። ፕሮግራማችን እስከሚያልቅ ድረስ ለመጨረስ ሞክሩ። ቪዲዮውን ከወደዳችሁት ላይክ ያድርጉ፣ ሼር ያድርጉ። ልክ እንደዚሁም ሰብስክራይብ በማድረግ የቻናላችን ቤተሰብ ካልሆናችሁ ቻናላችንን ተቀላቀሉ። የመጀመሪያው ጥያቄ which one of the following is not the concept of liberal theory of international relation ነው የሚለው። ከሊበራል ቲዮሪ ኦፍ ኢንተርናሽናል ሪሌሽን ጽንሰ ሀሳቦች መካከል የማይካተቱ የቱ ነው ይላል። የመጀመሪያው ኮምፕሌክስ ኢንተርዲፔንደንስ ነው የሚላል። ኮምፕሌክስ ኢንተርዲፔንደንስ የምንለው the concept that entails relations between states are becoming increasingly deep and complex ነው። በስቴቶች መካከል ያለው ሪሌሽንሺፕ it is becoming deep and it is becoming complex. They say increased cooperation in one area leads to increased cooperation in other areas. That means cooperation between states እንደማለት ነው። This is among the concepts of liberal theory of international theory. The second balance of power ነው የሚለው። Balance of power theory in international relation states may secure their survival by preventing any one state from gaining enough military power to dominate all others ነው የሚለው። This is the concept of realist theorists. Hegemonic stability ነው ደግሞ የሚለው it is the international system is more likely to remain stable when a single state is the dominant world power or hegemon ብሎ ነው የሚያስቀምጠው። This is the concept of liberal theorists in the 9th century. And the fourth one, democratic peace. This is among the liberal theorists concept. Democratic peace theory posits that democracies are hesitant to engage in armed conflict with other identified democracies ብሎ የሚያስቀምጥ ነው። ስለዚህ the fourth one, which is the concept of realists, balance of power, will be our answer. So our answer is choice B. የሁለተኛው ጥያቄ አሌክሳንደር ውንድትስ ራይቲንግስ ኦን ስትራክቸር ኤንድ ኤጀንሲ ኮንትሪቢዩትድ ፎር ነው የሚላል። የአሌክሳንደር ውንድት ጽሁፎች ለምንድን ነው ኮንትሪቢዩት ያደረጉት ነው የሚላል። አሌክሳንደር ውንድት የምንለው ሰው it is a constructivist theorist ነው። Identity and interest consist of shared ideas and the material forces in the system and it is remarkable that shared ideas occupy the leading part ብሎ የሚያስቀምጥ ኮንትራስቲቪስት ቲዮሪስት ነው። He says identity is a prerequisite for interest while they influence each other they jointly determine actions ብሎ ያስቀምጣል። So when we analyze the answers constructivism in the choice C will be our answer ማለት ነው። የሶስተኛው ጥያቄ ደግሞ ፌሚኒዝም as an international relation theory concerns for የሚለው what is the concern of feminism? A. Preserving the status quo where both domestic and international politics dominated by men ይላል። ዶሜስቲክ ኤንድ ኢንተርናሽናል ፖለቲክስ በሜን ዶሚኔትድ መደረግ አለባቸው ብለው ይህን ያስጠብቃሉ ነው የሚለው። ፌሚኒስት ፐርስፔክቲቭ የምንለው it is based on the experiences of women now. It adds some dimensions to understand the world politics system. Feminists international relations scholars seek to eliminate how the international relations are a gender construction in which both men and women are essential actors in the real world ብለው የሚያምኑ ናቸው እንጂ ሜኖች ዶሚኔት ማድረግ አለባቸው አይሉ። B. Calling for a new world order where women have role in discourse of peace ብሎ ያስቀምጣል። Yeah, this is correct. C. It calls for gender equality both in domestic and international politics. This is also correct about feminism. D or E both B and C ይላል። Our answer will be both B and C, choice E ማለት ነው። የአራተኛው ጥያቄ ደግሞ it says that all but one of the following is the assumption of realism. This means which one of the following is the assumption of realism except እንደማለት ነው። A. Anarchy. Anarchy is in the concept of realism. They say anarchy is the behavior of the world system, inviolability of war or conflict. This is also the concept of realism. International cooperation. This is the concept of liberalists. States as rational actors. Realists say that no one or no state don't want to make his state weak or vulnerable. So it is rational to make his state survive. Leaders are rational because they make what they want to make their state survive in the competitive environment ብለው ያምናሉ። So our answer international cooperation ሲ የሚለው ይሆናል ማለት ነው። የአምስተኛ ጥያቄ ደግሞ historically all of the following are hegemonic powers except ነው የሚላል። የትኛው ነው ሄጀሞኒክ ፓወር ያልሆነው? ሄጀሞኒክ ፓወር የምንላቸው ዶሚናንት ፓወርስ dominant countries in some situation in some period that control the world forcefully either in cultural means or economic power. Now, Britain, as we all know, Great Britain was hegemonic power in the 9th century. France, in the period of Napoleonic Bonaparte, it was a hegemonic power. Italy, it couldn't be a hegemonic power in his history. USA, it was a hegemonic power after World War II. So our answer will be C. የስድስተኛው ጥያቄ according to realist suggestion which has a monopoly on the legitimate use of force ነው። ማን ነው ጉልበትን የሚጠቀመው ነው? በሪያሊስቶች። Realists believe that states are the only legitimate organ to use force ብለው የሚያምኑ ናቸው። International institutions like United Nations and NATO, this is the believing of liberalists. The state, this is the realists. Regional organizations, non-state actors, liberalists ናቸው የሚያምኑት። So our answers will be B, the state. የሰባተኛው ጥያቄ who decided Eritrea to be federated with Ethiopia? ማን ኤርትራን ከኢትዮጵያ ጋር ፌዴሬትድ እንድትሆን የወሰነ ይላል። A, the Great Powers Commission. B, the United Nations. C, both USA and Great Britain. D, Eritrean political parties ነው የሚለው። Eritrea federated with Ethiopia in 1950 under the prompting of the United Nations. The United States resolved to join Eritrea to Ethiopia within 2 years. United Nations ነው in 1950 በዩናይትድ ስቴትስ አነሳሽነት አማካኝነት ከኢትዮጵያ ጋር ፌዴሬትድ እንድትሆን ያደረገው። So our answer will be the United Nations under choice B. ስምንተኛውና የመጨረሻው ጥያቄ ኢምፐረር ኃይለሥላሴ's foreign policy and diplomacy was not targeted at ነው የሚለው። የትኛው ነው የኢምፐረር ኃይለሥላሴ ፎሪን ፖሊሲ ታርጌት ያልነበረው ነው የሚለው? A, Ethiopia security and access to the sea. This was one of the target of Emperor Hailesillasie's foreign policy. He targeted Ethiopia security and access to the sea in the Eritrea, maintaining the territorial integrity of the Ethiopian state. This is also another target of Emperor Hailesillasie's foreign policy. Ensuring his domestic power and consolidation. This is also the primary target of Emperor Hailesillasie's foreign policy. Granting and meeting the demands of Eritrean and Ogaden nationality. This is not his intention, his policy. He was even using army forces on riots in Eritrea and Ogaden. የነበሩ አማጽያን ላይ አርም ፎርስ ሲጠቀም ነበረ። የነሱን ዲማንድ ለማሟላት ፖሊሲ አላወጣም ነበረ። It is not his target, his focus. So our answer will be D ማለት ነው። የዛሬው ፕሮግራማችን በዚህ ይጠናቀቃል። ቪዲዮውን የምትወዱት ከሆነ ላይክ አድርጉት፣ ሼር አድርጉት፣ ሰብስክራይብ አድርጉት። ሀሳብ አስተያየት ካላችሁ የኮሜንት ሳጥኑ ላይ አስቀምጡ።